Hi friends, and welcome to the May vlog. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Fiona and I'm a full-time artist. And on this channel, I like to take you with me on my artistic journey, whether that means working on projects here in my studio, going out to see cool art exhibits, getting art supplies and sharing my haul with you, basically any art related content. So if that sounds like something you're into, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Wow, May. I can't believe we're here. Yeah. I don't even know how to start this vlog. You know what I'm gonna do? I have a smoothie. I'm gonna sit down with you and we're just gonna have a little chat and we're gonna catch up before we get into all the art stuff. Okay. Yeah. Made myself a smoothie for breakfast. It's blueberry, strawberry, and banana, just with some milk. That's it. Nothing special, but yummy. Okay, you guys probably noticed that I took the month of April off. If you've been keeping up, then you know what happened. But in case you didn't, just to quickly recap, my father was at sort of the end of life stages of cancer, and I was spending a lot of time with him, and he passed away sort of mid-April. I don't really feel obviously ready to talk about it at length. Not sure I ever will. Just know that all of you that have left me really sweet, kind messages, I've read all of them and I appreciate them so much, me and my family. It really meant a lot to us to just see those messages, and I appreciate it. So thank you. I'm sorry I haven't took time to respond to them individually. The grieving process is interesting. We had time to prepare for this, but you still never feel prepared. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. So the other things, let's talk about art. In April, I was working on a mural, which I'm assuming by the time this has come out, my mural vlog will have come out, so I'll link that down below. But yeah, I was 4 days into that when my father passed away, so I kind of worked on it for 4 days, took a few days off for his funeral arrangements, then went back to working on it, and it was interesting because it's always been a dream of mine to do a mural. It was such like a high and low point for me in April. And the other thing that sort of complicated things was, I shouldn't say sort of, it very much complicated things. I was and still am in a autoimmune flare. So really quick, I have a condition called spondyloarthropathy. It's an inflammatory arthritis condition, and it causes arthritis in my joints and my back and then my eye. So my right eye has been having inflammation. It's still ongoing. It's called uveitis when this happens. But basically I can't really see very well out of my right eye. Like if I do this, like my whole camera setup is completely blurry. So while I was working on the mural, I was doing it one-eyed. So that was interesting. But the response has been very good to the mural, and I'm really happy about that. And I'm really thankful to the Arts Council of Princeton for giving me the opportunity. And I also have a show going on there till June 25th. If you are in the Princeton area, please go check that out, as well as the mural. That would be really, really awesome. And send me photos because I'm loving seeing everyone's photos from it. The last thing that is going on for this month, my focus is the other art fair. This is something you guys are probably familiar with if you're familiar with my vlogs, but I do this twice a year in New York City. The other art fair comes. It's a weekend-long art event. It gives me a good opportunity to meet collectors, sell my work, meet other artists. It's just a really awesome, fun event. I can't say enough good things about it. It just is a really amazing time. So anyway, I am signed up for it. It's going to be the first weekend in June. So I kind of have this month to prepare for it. Obviously, my plans changed because March was pretty tough as well, as you guys are probably aware if you've seen that vlog. It's just been a really tough time lately, and I'm just trying to sort of come down from everything and not give myself a lot of pressure. Because typically for the art fair, I would be going crazy, like trying to make a lot of new work and trying to be really, I don't know, maybe elaborate, I would say, about like my layouts. But I just don't know if I have the energy right now to create like a whole new body of work to show in literally a month. I mean, I would have been making stuff in March and April, but that didn't happen. So now I feel like I just want to use what I have, the inventory I have, make something really nice, and just take that pressure off myself to be like, you have to show all new work. If I'm showing older work, that's fine. The layout will be fine, and it'll work out. The other thing I did is I have a solo show coming up in the Bronx that'll be running July through early August, and I kind of took everything I wanted for that and put that aside because I had to send them an inventory list the other day. That all got sent off to them. All the work is put aside. It'll be ready to go. So really it's just, yeah, preparing for other art fair. My mom is coming over today and she's going to like hang out for the day. I think she's gonna spend the night as well. We're gonna do some planning for it because we plan to show a lot of ceramics this time. The last time I was at the fair, I had sort of paintings and drawings on the main wall, and then you get like, because it's kind of a booth, so you get like, for me, I do like 12 feet for a back wall and then 4 feet walls on the side. And on the side, I had like the ceramics on the 4-foot wall, but people were just so engaged with it. I was like, this time I want to do like my 12-foot wall with like a big row of ceramics, and then I can do some work above it and then figure out something for the sides. But anyway, she's coming over today and we're gonna kind of look at everything laid out on the floor and we'll see what we think. And then we might make a trip to IKEA if we need to like pick up some new shelving. We might go to Blick because the other thing that's going on is our kiln arrived finally, which is super exciting. And we have to now get it from my mom's garage into the basement. But once it's set up, then we have to use like some kiln cleaner before we get it running. And I think Blick might have some, we don't know. We're gonna go look. And then I'll get some stuff also because I wanna wrap up some of my smaller prints. I have like a ton of like little square, like 6x6 prints that I always have in a book at other art fair, but I find people don't flip through the books. But if you have like a little rack or something, they're more likely to go through it. So I'm going to get some foam core and back those and put that together. I feel like I'm just rambling on now. We're gonna get into May. We're gonna be preparing for other art fair in June. That's gonna be our big focus. And maybe I'll make some art. I don't know. I don't know where my heart and my head will be. So please be gentle with me. I'm going to keep doing my best. I hope you are all well. I hope your families are well. And we're gonna get into this. Cheers. May time. Let's go. Okay, so this is a state of my studio. I've pushed all my tables over to the side and laid out my 12 feet here so I can see what I'm working with. But I wanna have a long shelf of all these ceramics here. And then I have these two guys, and then I have two other ones I sent off to get framed, just in case one of these sells, or if I want to do 4 of them across here, I could. But that's sort of the plan for the back wall. Let me zoom out. So I just want to kind of keep it clean because I feel like this is a lot going on here, so I don't want to put a lot above it. I did have some layouts where I was like trying to do like more of a gallery hang integrated with these, but it just felt like just clean and concise seems to do better. And I like the idea that these aren't like high and low on different shelves, because when I did it last time and had it sort of at table height, people were picking them up and interacting with them. So the one shelf should be good. And then I'm gonna have, so imagine that's like, here's that wall. Then on the side wall, I'm thinking I have these 2 hanging planters in this piece and they kind of speak together. And I think that'll be nice and simple. And then on the other wall, I'll have my table where people can sign up for my newsletter. And then I'm gonna probably hang these 2 circular pieces and then get like a little stand for this bowl. and have that on a shelf next to it. And then also a little shelf so people can go through my like small square pieces. But that's what I'm thinking. We'll see. Mom should be coming over in the next hour or so. So this could change. Who knows? I do have some other ceramics here, as well as the ones that are currently at the show at Princeton. I'm gonna pick those up for the show, as well as my mom had a piece come out of the kiln. So I'm gonna bring as many ceramics as possible to this thing. That is the plan. And then if things start selling, I do have 2 boxes left of my 100-day project, which is really wild to me because I think I had like 6 of these boxes or something when this project originally finished. But yeah, I just have 2 boxes full, these little framed guys. And I feel like if I need to come up with a different hang, these are always really great to just do something simple and easy. And it's also like a great price point for people to be able to take a few of them home. But I have that. And then this one framed piece, but I'm just kind of keeping that there for now. That's the studio right now. Let's see what else. There are plenty of pieces out of the bisque, which I can show you. Oh, here's everything for the solo show put aside here. I'm gonna have to wrap everything up, but these are the paintings as well as the ceramics I plan to show with it. So as you can see, kind of my bigger pieces are going to my solo show. So it would be nice if this month I could get some of these bigger guys into a firing. Like if I glaze, like maybe this guy, like these, maybe this one. I don't know. It would be nice. We'll see what we have time for. Like I said, I'm not putting pressure on myself to create anything new. I think what I have here is plenty. So we will see. We will see. All right. Talk to you guys in a bit. After all of that, IKEA didn't have the shelves I wanted in stock. We were there for well over an hour looking at different shelves, and I finally picked one that didn't have it. But anyway, now we're going into Blick, and I'm only getting what I need because I spent $100 at IKEA and didn't even get what I needed. I have a problem, y'all. Let's go. Hey, so I am back home. I went to my rheumatologist and we switched me to a different medication. So it was just a little unexpected. We had been talking about it, but I don't know. I don't want to say it was decided in the moment because it wasn't, but I didn't expect to get it today. But she was like, okay, we're switching you right now because yeah, my inflammation markers have been high, and you know, with the ongoing problem with my eye, they think this medication will help. So anyway, then we went to IKEA and just had a curbside pickup for the shelves. So I want to show you guys the shelves that we got. Let me show you. This is what I picked up. Because when I was in IKEA, it would have been 3 separate ones, and I would have been lining them up, and you would have seen a line in between. And if they didn't line up exactly, it would be a little So when I saw this style with the bracket, I thought, that looks really clean. And then you can see this is another smaller shelf underneath it, but I just did that to prop things up. But let me put on the ceramics and see what this looks like. And this isn't like the order I'm going to put things in, but just for example, I think it looks good. I'm glad I didn't compromise yesterday and just buy the gray or the black. I think the white helps the ceramics pop more, especially since a lot of them have black markings on it. But I'm happy. I think that's going to look really fresh with some of the framed work above it. Feels good to have that resolved. Okay, so that's the kiln set up, but now we need the electrician to come in. So back when my dad ordered the kiln for my mom, I don't know if I mentioned this was a Christmas gift from him to her. He got an electrician to come in and look at the space, and they kind of determined where it was going to go. Because we also had thoughts about keeping it in the garage or creating a shed out back, and it just would have been much more money. Plus my mom already works in the basement, so the electrician found a way to set it up down there. So now we just need to get him back in, and he will actually get that set up, and we're gonna have to do a couple test runs. But the biggest thing we were worried about is getting it back into the house and reassembled. So that's step 1 of this process. So score. Zelda, aren't you excited for us? Yeah? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I like how it's a kitchen organizer. imagine it's in its covering, because I have so many of these in this book, and people can just flip through it here. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get the backings on these and the plastic, but I think that's gonna look really nice, and hopefully I can sell a few more of these than I typically have been, because like I said, people aren't really taking them out of the book or even flipping through the book. This is going to be a lot more accessible. Nice. I just had another thought. What if I have this on the table with this stuff to flip through, and then an example of a piece framed like that, so people can flip through and be like, oh, I could do this, I could get that. Just an IKEA frame, easy enough. Take this piece, get your IKEA frame, you're good. Yeah. Now the biggest part's going to be packaging all of these. Green tea here. I made myself some fresh green tea. Okay, so what's going on? This entire week has been filled with doctor's appointments, arguing with my insurance, my pharmacy, and the doctor's office, all to try and get my medication. It's literally took hours. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's took hours. But anyway, I've also been doing a lot of email back and forth about different projects, and I edited a video yesterday. It's like been a lot of computer related work and being on the phone. So I woke up this morning and went, I'm just gonna make art today. Today is going to be a good day. I'm not calling any companies. I'm not dealing with emails. I'm not doing any of my business administration stuff. Today, I am making art. I have decided that. I need that. That is what is happening. And I haven't really felt that way since working on the mural, which I completed, I guess, I don't know, is that 2 weeks, 3 weeks now? I have no concept of time. But yeah, I guess I was just really burnt out from that. And obviously grief is really weird, and there's a lot of highs and lows with it. For instance, yesterday, I found out I was on the front page of the town topics, which is probably like not a big deal for most people, but for me, it's like I grew up having that local newspaper in town, so to see my work on the front page of it felt like a really big accomplishment. I felt like really excited about it, and I messaged my mom, and she was like, oh my god, yes, I see it on the front page of the paper. She like went into the driveway and got the newspaper, and then immediately I was just overcome with this feeling of sadness and grief that my father never got to see it. So it's just like, it's kind of just been like that, you know what I mean? Where I'll have like these really high highs and then it'll just come crashing down. So I know a lot of you probably know how that feels. But yeah, amongst all of that, I haven't felt very creative. I have been doing some drawing. Here, I'll show you. Like, just kind of back to basics of what I would typically do, where this is like my comfort zone, just like black and white making marks. I know it's like pretty drastically different from the work you guys see me do on here. But that's kind of like the comfort area, just so it's like I'm still making, but it doesn't feel as intense in a lot of ways. Like a lot of the feelings I'm having, just doing something like that's like very calming and therapeutic, let's put it that way. But yesterday I was editing the vlog for the Baltimore Art Museum. I'll leave a link to it or somewhere up here if you haven't watched it yet. but I went to see the Joan Mitchell exhibit and it was really inspiring. This was back in March, and just edited it yesterday in May. And just looking through it again, I just felt re-inspired, I guess. And I just kind of woke up today and I was like, let's paint, let's do some ceramics, or let's do some other drawing. Like, let's just make some art. So that is what we're doing today, friends. Let's get into it. Hello friends, I'm on my way to go get my bangs trimmed. Just going to a place up the street, and then I'm also gonna get my nails done today because I found out I have a photo shoot next week for Bumble. So thought just get those things taken care of today, and then I'll be all good for next week's photo shoot. So I will see you guys in the studio later. All right, I'm back. And I'm gonna work on this one a little bit more. Last night I kind of sketched in some things, which you can't see because I think the pencil marks are too light. But I had some thoughts, and yeah, I have some time before my nail appointment, so I'm gonna work on this now. This is where I am currently at. I added in some of these new shapes since I am still sort of playing with the idea of florals, and I was like thinking about sort of like big leaf plants and those types of shapes. Added some of my marks here, and I tried a brown, which I don't typically use, but it had the orange there, so I thought it would help tie that in a bit. But I'm really just having fun with it, you know, like it's a happy palette and feels very like summery to me, and it's just making me smile to work on. So you guys know me though, I will keep layering it up, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so I got home from the nail salon and now we're gonna go get me a vlogging camera because doing it on my phone, while it works clearly, is not been working out. When people call me in the middle of me recording, or my phone dies, or there's never any space. So having a dedicated vlogging camera, and hopefully it'll up the quality for you guys. So we're gonna go to Best Buy and see if they have the camera I want. This might be the first video on here. I think it's working. Hello world, of course. As look at a mess. Oh, I'm getting nudged. Zelda's here. Look, Zelda, it's us. You see on the camera? Yeah. It looks like it's working. Let's see how the autofocus is pretty good. It says macro though right now. I don't know. Anyway, Delta and I are in the studio today. Yes. You just went to the dog park and you ran around, right? Yes. She had so much fun. And yeah, we're gonna paint a little bit today. Oh, now it's changed from macro to portrait. So maybe it changes automatically. That's good. Oh, I get kisses? Thank you. Anyway, yeah, I'm sitting on my floor. That's why the background's like this, because I have the camera plugged in. But this is exciting. I have a vlogging camera now. This is my test. We'll see if this actually makes it into the vlog. But if it does, what do you guys think about this versus the iPhone footage? I'm interested to hear what you think. Should we get to work? Should we do some painting? I think so. All right, let's do this. Now, how do I shut this off? This button? I don't know yet. I think I have to hit over here. This is her right now. You can see some stuff needs to happen up here compositionally. Probably some more details there, but I'm liking the direction so far. Yeah, you can barely even see that. I might need to do a different green. Might have to be a deeper green so she actually shows up. But I like it. Hello, I am in the studio. It's going to be a Sunday in the studio, but we're going to be doing a lot of prep for the art fair. As you can see, I have my frames on the ground. I need to sign and date the back of 2 of them, wrap those up, and then all my ceramics here, they all need to get wrapped and boxed up, priced out as well. I bought these little stickers yesterday that I was going to try putting on the bottom with the price. Because normally I would just have a label on the wall, but since there's going to be so many and I'm going to be switching them out, I'm thinking of just putting the price on the bottom of them. Don't know whether that'll backfire because maybe people will be too nervous to pick them up, but I do find when people are looking at them and I go, oh hey, you can pick it up, or I'll be like, oh, are you looking at this piece, and I might pick it up and hand it to them. Like, people are a little bit more comfortable, so we'll see. Also, my printed stuff has arrived, so I'm gonna open that and make sure that that all looks good But yeah, just lots of studio stuff. I got Zelda here with me, being a cutie. Yes. So the first thing I need to do is get these off the ground, because otherwise she's gonna run all over them. So let's do that now. It's cute. That's from them though. Ah, awesome. So these are more of my thank you cards, because the last piece I sent out, I realized I was out of them. And I still like them, so I didn't feel like I needed to do a redesign. I'm good with my thank you cards. So yay. Now I have 2 more boxes of those, so that's good. I've been thinking about doing a shop lunch in the summer, because what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, after the art fair, whatever doesn't sell, I'm gonna bring home, photograph. Then I already photographed everything for my solo show, so right when my solo show goes up, July 6th, I'm gonna launch the online shop with whatever's left over plus the solo show things, so people can buy it. It's kind of weird to do a shop launch in the summer, I think. Like I'm always used to doing sort of like a spring, late fall thing, you know, as you're going into the holidays, but it's all good. I think the most important thing is I just need to update my website to have that. This should be all business cards. I got a ton of them because I am running low, and this will probably do me the rest of the year. That's the hope. Here we go. In the box. Thank you, Zelda. So these are my cards. I do a couple different designs. Take this out. So it's funny, a lot of these pieces have actually sold, but this is like what I had last time. So it has all my information. Then that's a design. Zelda. Okay, here. Go get it. So this is a design. We have purple, that's the purple one. We have a green one. a red one, a blue one, and an orange one. It's kind of fun when you have different art on the background for them, because then people kind of go through and they're like, oh, I want the orange, I want the blue. So anyway, those are my business cards. I don't have my YouTube on here, ironically. I just have on social at FionaC.NYC. I figure people will find me. We'll see. They also put some in these containers. I don't know why they put like one. So I guess when you're like walk around with this, and then when it's done, you refill it. I wish they would put all of them in that though. Anyway, Zelda's over here now making confetti out of the piece of paper I threw for her. It's funny, she won't eat the paper, she just shreds it up. Anyone else's dog do that? They like to make a confetti party, Zelda. Now I'm gonna have to clean all of this up. Anyway, this all looks good, so happy with that. See what I'm talking about? Zelda, you're just making a mess for mommy to clean up. You're lucky you're cute. Alright guys, that's it for this very long vlog. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you are watching this on the weekend it goes out, the Thursday through the Sunday, I will be at the other art fair, so I'll leave details to that in the description, and I hope I'll see you there. As for now, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay well and stay inspired, my friends. Bye.